Well, hello there, movie friends. Welcome back to our show. Anthony here.
And well, hello there, Anthony.
Hello
this is
there.
James. What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great week. There's a lot to talk about with movie news. Number 45. Now let's begin with our box office news first. So, Fantastic Beasts number 3, The Secrets of Dumbledore, just got released this past weekend. It's estimated to hit about $50 million for an opening weekend, which is pretty solid.
It is down from the other two movies,
yeah.
though.
And then Sonic 2 pulled in another $26 million. That movie's at almost $200 million worldwide. It's at like $175, so good for Sonic 2 because that movie, I enjoyed it. Father Stu premiered and opened at $7 million. The Lost City added another $5 million, so that movie's been doing really well. And Everything All Everywhere All at Once pulled in $4.7 million in its second weekend wide release, only at $16 million total. That is a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, so it looks like it definitely doesn't look like it's going to make its money back. It's getting great word of mouth because it only dropped 20%. Usually movies drop 60% in their second wide release a weekend. So
yeah, like Morbius dropped like 80%.
Yeah, so it's doing well. It's got some legs, but unfortunately I'm not sure this movie's going to be a success for A24 because they invested a lot in it. We recommend you see this movie if you haven't already. Now that it opened up into 900 more theaters, so it's at 2,500 theaters right now, I think, in America. So if you're going to go to the movies, recommend seeing that.
It's my third favorite movie of the year so far. Mm-hmm. It's really, really good. I got a chance to see it this past week, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's very funny. Really, really well-made movie. The Northman got another trailer release, and we see Alexander Skarsgård just unleashing Viking fury in Robert Eggers' revenge tale. And this movie looks incredible. There are some new reviews out. Rotten Tomatoes, it's currently at 88%. Metacritic, it's 83. IMDb, 8.0. So it's excellent reviews.
Yeah.
And remember, it's a $90 million budget. This is him working with Universal. It's not an A24 production, so he went big budget with this. We are so excited to see this. This is my next anticipated movie after the Batman for the year.
Yeah, it comes out on Thursday, and so get excited. Tickets are available now if you want to get early access tickets for the Northman. I expect, because it's rated R and it's revenge period piece, I expect about a $20 million opening weekend is my guess.
Global? I'm hoping
domestic.
For
No,
more
domestic.
Domestic?
Yeah.
Is it, I wonder if it's going to be an IMAX. I can check real quick.
I haven't seen any IMAX advertisements.
But it's in the Artisan Films collection, which
of
is
AMC.
Great. Of AMC. It's going to be in Dolby, so we should definitely see it in Dolby.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's get Dolby tickets in Burbank.
Yeah, no IMAX screens that I can see.
Yeah. Also, a new trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was released. This is the final trailer that Marvel is putting out before the film comes out. I didn't watch this one because it's supposed to show some extra footage and characters and new villains in the trailer, so I want to go into the film not knowing anything at all. I also didn't watch the new Northman trailer. Nowadays, I like to watch one trailer, the main trailer, and then that's it. I don't want to look at any other advertisements. I want to walk into the movies knowing as little as possible. So if you want to check it out, it's available now all over YouTube and stuff.
And those of you that are in the LA area or Southern California, Quentin Tarantino's New Beverly Cinema, which is in Los Angeles, will be in one of the few theaters in the country and probably on the planet Earth that is showing Multiverse of Madness on 35mm film, and I actually want to check this out.
I think is this the first time a Marvel movie is being shown on film, maybe?
Maybe commercially to audiences. I'm sure they show it to each other in terms of like directors and those private screenings and stuff like that. But
maybe, yeah,
it's pretty cool. I mean, that's a really interesting thing for them to do. And
the new Bev, they need to screen these big movies to stay afloat.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people they get confused. Like, what does that even mean? It means it's an actual film reel being projected onto the screen. It's not a high quality digital projection, which is 99% of screenings you've seen since 2000 has been a digital projection. This is actually a film reel spinning. There's a projectionist. It's organic. It's real. It's
celluloid.
Like 10 times better than like regular film. It's incredible.
It's 12 times better.
I would love to see a Marvel movie with the flicker and everything.
Yeah.
I want to check it out.
I love the flicker. We saw a couple this year already with the flicker. It's great. And next up, Everywhere, Everything, All at Once, like we said earlier, it has expanded. So if you have access to see this movie, go see it. It's nationwide now. This is probably the widest release it's going to get. And then also, Netflix just introduced a brand new feature for their app. It's called the 2 thumbs up. And now this is basically doing a double like on something so that the streamer knows you don't just like something, you double like it so that they really can track what you're really into. I think it's kind of silly. They should have just done like a heart maybe instead like a love and a like button so you can do either one of those. So if you want to let Netflix know to better your algorithm of content that you'd like to see, do that 2 thumbs up for movies and TV shows.
And for Jordan Peele's upcoming film, Nope, there's this really cool little teaser that features Steph Curry. he's like shooting a basketball inside the barn, and he misses the shot, and he goes to see the ball outside the door, and the wind starts coming up, and it seems like there's a spaceship. He's like, nope, and walks away. So it's actually a really cool little teaser.
It feels like it's
clever.
part of the movie.
Really clever.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what Steph's salary was for that day of work.
When
He's
I saw
a very well-paid man.
When I saw the still, before I watched it, I was like, "Is he in the movie?" I didn't know he could act. And then you see, it's just a fun promo they did. Very creative. He's in the world of the movie that Jordan Peele created, obviously, and I think it was very smart advertising. I'm sure it's going to be playing during basketball games, like on TNT and
Everywhere.
channels like that
it's
as
gonna be
well.
one of the biggest movies of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm expecting that to have like $100 million opening weekend.
I wouldn't say 100. I would say 50 million for that.
We should put a bet on that.
Let's put a bet.
I bet you $20.
Hold on, over under.
Over under?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over. Okay.
You can set the over under.
Over 75.
I'll go under 75.
All right. What do you want to put on it?
$20.
$20. Handshake. Yeah. All right.
You heard it all here, folks. $20. James took over $75 million opening weekend for domestic, right? Domestic.
I didn't say domestic. I
hold
said
on.
opening weekend.
Let's specify domestic
All right.
weekend.
Well, if we're gonna be domestic, then I'm gonna go down to 50.
Oh, wow. See, now that's what I said, 50. So now,
Right, you know what?
what's the bet now? That's
Screw
what I
it.
said.
75.
75 domestic.
Everyone go see Nope.
Okay, over under 75 domestic weekend.
70.
You're backtracking like for the last minute. You've been backtracking.
I'm tracking.
100 million was a little too was pushing it.
I got so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna make 250 million opening weekend.
Well, I mean, Morbius made 7 trillion. It's the first movie to sell a trillion tickets. So I mean, I think people can go see Nope. I love the internet because it's such a big joke today. It's like the meme culture created that Morbius has sold 1 trillion tickets. All right, over under 75 million
domestic.
No, global. You got to give me global.
No, I don't want to do that bet if it's global. It's gonna make. I bet it makes 100 million global.
Scared?
I'm not scared. I'm just using my knowledge and logic. It's gonna make. It'll probably make 120 global opening weekend.
My logic is undeniable.
My logic is undeniable. Okay, you're setting it.
All right, 75 million.
Opening weekend
totally
domestic.
Gonna lose, but okay, here we go.
You were so confident earlier.
You know what? I believe in the Jordan Peele culture, and everyone loves his movies. I believe the hype.
Jimmy's gonna make Facebook groups. Watch. Nope.
All right, let's move on.
So Warner Brothers, it's recently been acquired actually by what's it called? Discovery. And so Discovery is overhauling the studio portion of Warner Brothers, and they're saying that they want to revitalize Superman, as well as a few other major DC properties, because DC is such a valuable property for Warner Brothers. And they said, Discovery said that Superman has been left to like waste away, and they're going to change, I guess, the plan that Warner Brothers was going with DC. So it seems like over the next 5 years, we'll be getting a lot of new versions of these heroes.
Well, they said that they're going to try to find someone like to fill in a Kevin Feige like position for DC in the cinematic universe. They want to make more films like Joker and these super successful side character or like not main hero character movies that are really
artistically driven.
Yeah, but also can be commercially successful. But of course, like, oh, we want more Jokers. Like, who doesn't want more Jokers? Like, obviously, any studio would say that.
Oh, yeah.
No, movies like Joker.
Yeah.
Movies
Okay,
like Joker.
gotcha. I thought you meant like more versions of Joker.
Movies like Joker. I mean, they're saying the right things. Let's see what happens. I don't want to like just jump on the hype train. Everyone's like, "Oh, finally, DC's getting their act together." It's like, we'll see. I mean, it's funny. Like Discovery, like all the memes people are saying, Discovery bought Warner Brothers just to tell them that they did a crappy job with their cinematic universe, which is pretty funny. They bought just to tell them, "You guys ruined Superman."
How did you do this?
Leaving him hanging out to dry. Henry Cavill was the best Superman ever, and he's gone. It's too bad. So
did you know that Man of Steel has a 2.9 rating on Letterboxd?
That's wild.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. It's Zack Snyder's a divisive filmmaker.
Yeah.
But either way, they're saying the right things. Let's see what happens. I don't want to jump on the hype just because it's like it could be a political phrase, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just they're just saying what they want people to hear.
Yeah.
Or what people want to hear.
We will see. We
shall
will
see.
see. Next up, Sam Elliott is backtracking and apologizing for the idiotic comments he made about Power of the Dog. If you're not familiar, he complained about that movie, saying that calling Jane Campion that woman, what does she know about making westerns, and she shot it in New Zealand. Like, what's New Zealand have to do with the American West? And also complaining about the portrayal of homosexuality within the culture of cowboys. and very stupid, immature comments by him. I can't believe he said that for someone who like you would look at as Sam Elliott is a defining actor in cowboy westerns. And it's very stupid because some of the greatest westerns ever made were shot in Italy and Spain by Italian directors. They weren't shot in America, and they weren't made by Americans. Americans starred in them, but they were made by foreign directors in foreign lands. So it was just a really dumb comment he made.
Spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, I think
why they're called that.
I think he's probably jealous of the attention the movie got as opposed to like his last few movies, except for Star is Born. So, I mean, he apologized, but like it's like, come on, you shouldn't even have said that in the first place, bonehead. And making fun of a female director because she's a woman, she can't make a western. Like, come on, bro.
Movies are shot where they have to be shot. You know, you can't always just film in Wyoming. Sometimes, you know, you gotta afford the budget and the production, and I'm sure it looked pretty damn close to Wyoming.
Yeah, this movie right here, The Good, and Bad, and the Ugly, right behind me, that was filmed in Italy.
Italy, bruh. Oh, no, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, that was filmed in New Mexico, wasn't it? Goddamn Sam Elliott. Also, the Batman's Barry Keoghan was arrested for a public order incident where he was just drunk in public. There was no like issue.
Yeah.
I think, besides, like he wasn't like resisting arrest. He didn't start a fight or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think
he was arrested, but then he like the problem was settled amicably without issue.
Sounds like he was just drunk in public, which is about probably like a large portion of
Ireland.
We're Irish. It's okay.
We're making fun of our own people and ourselves.
Quarter Irish, quarter Scottish. So I mean, it seems like it's just typical normal activity.
Night.
It's like a Tuesday evening.
And also,
kidding
also
jokes.
he's famous. He maybe someone was giving him shit. You know,
he probably. We don't know. He could have just fallen asleep on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
could have been something like that.
Yeah.
I've been drunk in public before.
Have you fallen asleep on sidewalks?
I'm not commenting on anything like that. Anyways, Michael Keaton's DCEU Batman costume has been revealed in detail by a new image. It's his first image of him just full costume being Batman and Michael Keaton. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to seeing him back in action. The original film version of Batman.
I'm Batman.
Next up, Top Gun Maverick, which we are so excited about.
But we're gonna be in goddamn Italy.
Yeah, we'll see it eventually. We'll see it eventually, though. But it's the director Joseph Kosinski. He revealed that they filmed over 800 hours worth of footage for the sequel, and this equates to the same amount of footage that Peter Jackson shot for the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane how much coverage they must have gotten for all these dogfights, and they were probably just, and also, because it's a lot of Tom Cruise's movies with the stunt work and it's all practical, they only have a certain amount of time they can film each day, especially for like these dogfight sequences because they're really, using real jets. So they only have he said we only had like 18 minutes of filming some days because like we could only set the shot up that many times for this length of time. So they were setting up and just filming for like a little bit of time some days. But, I mean, that's what you got to do to get it practically.
Pretty cool. Blue Beetle casting news. It has Susan Sarandon as its lead villain, Victoria Cord. Originally, it was reported that Sharon Stone was in talks for the role, but she got beaten out by Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, they got in a fight. She beat her out.
It was like the Joker. We're having tryouts.
Make it fast.
Make it fast. We're looking for new members to join our team.
So Metropolis, the famous silent film, is being adapted into a TV series.
No, oh my God. Just leave that alone.
In Australia. There's nothing safe, bro. Nothing safe anymore.
You can't touch Metropolis.
It's being touched. It's being touched.
You're going to redo The Godfather?
Metropolis did not consent to this.
This is lame.
It's being produced and directed by Sam Esmail, who was the creator and showrunner of Mr. Robot, the show starring Rami Malek that made him famous.
I haven't seen Mr. Robot. I've heard really great things about it, and I'm sure his idea for Metropolis TV show is really cool, but come on, it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
And he's using the Mandalorian LED set building technology for the show.
I mean, I guess. They're just going to make a dystopian.
It's not like people were like, we need more Metropolis content. It's like, are they really asking for it?
I mean, it is what it is. We can't stop it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a disappointment. I mean, that's one of those movies I thought that would never get touched. And I know Fritz Lang.
Now nothing's safe.
Fritz Lang is just rolling in his grave right now.
What is it going to be?
If he knew that there was going to be LED screens to make an adaptation of his show, he'd be puking in his coffin.
I guarantee Disney Plus, Joan of Arc TV series, how 6 hours of her getting burned on the cross and trial. Oh my God. Here we go.
All right, Jurassic World Dominion behind the scenes featurette reveals the world's colliding of dinosaurs and humans, and this movie's coming out soon. They also released a new poster. It's like a floating heads, obviously cliche, but it's around like the amber circle that is on his staff in the first film.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's dinosaurs and motorcycles.
That should be the tagline. Dinosaurs and motorcycles.
They're thinking too much about this. Just quit overthinking it. Dinosaurs, motorcycles, and guns. That's what they just advertise the movie as.
Next up, for all you David Cronenberg fans, he has released a new trailer for his upcoming film, and it looks like his old, crazy, bizarro stuff. It's called Crimes of the Future. It has a great cast. Viggo Mortensen, Léa Seydoux, and Kristen Stewart, and it is full of body horror, crazy sci-fi, just bonkers shit. This is what he became known for in the 80s and 90s, and I'm glad he's going back to his former style. And it's cool to see Viggo in a movie like this. And
tripped me out when I watched that trailer.
Yeah, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God.
What is going on in this? It's so creepy.
That's what his old movies used to be like.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have. And then Kristen Stewart was cast in that, and she's also going to star in an A24 romantic thriller called Love Lies Bleeding.
So that film is about female bodybuilders, and she plays the love interest of one of the female bodybuilders.
Gotcha.
So cool culture community that we haven't seen in a movie before.
Not really.
Yeah, very interesting. And then finally, there's a trailer for Black Site, which is a new action movie starring Michelle Monaghan and Jason Clarke, made by the producers of the John Wick franchise. Looks like a pretty cool R-rated action-y movie, so wait for reviews, but it looks like pretty good fight sequences and choreography and gunfire, so it looks like a lot of fun.
And that wraps our movie news number 45. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode. We have a lot of great stuff planned for you this week. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Find us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to check out one of these other videos right here for more content on our favorite films and breaking down all kinds of movie content. Thanks so much.